we have our first look at what Mark Rosewater may have been talking about with the coming changes to Magic's gameplay, to its mechanics beyond the story in March of the Machines. I did a whole video talking about this, theorising and possibly being a bit worried, but Mark Rosewater said both gameplay and story will see massive shake-ups in March of the Machines, which is the set after All Will Be One. Atraxa Grand Unifier is a 7-mana, 7/7 legendary creature Phyrexian Angel with Flying, Vigilance, Death Touch, and Lifelink. She is going to be in All Will Be One, which previous season has just begun for. I've done a video highlighting the Planeswalkers and stuff as well, so if you want more preview chat, there is another video that came out today. When Atraxa Grand Unifier enters the battlefield, reveal the top 10 cards of your library. For each card type, you may put a card of that type from among the revealed cards into your hand, put the rest of them on the bottom of your library in a random order. The card fight type specified here is similar to how Tarmogoyf specifies things. It's artifact, battle, creature, enchantment, instant, land, planeswalker, and sorcery. They are the types. It's just some reminder text. Importantly here, there is no mention of tribal, which of course Tarmogoyf does mention. So is that a hint at a removal of the term tribal from Magic as a whole? It might be errated just off of cards. Keeping in mind that the term tribe itself has become more and more controversial as people are waking up to the idea that it might just be a little bit insensitive towards people of real world tribes, especially when the word tribe might have been used to oppress said people. Honestly, I don't know where I stand on this, but I do listen to the thoughts of people from indigenous populations, so if they say that it is an offensive use of the term, then I completely get it. So this might be something that Wizards of the Coast are going for as well, looking to remove it from the game. Or it could just be an omission because it's not going to be used again in future and it's rarely used. That could be the case too. So what is this battle? Well, there were several comments and predictions on my original video talking about this, where people talked about how they were expecting us to see plane. So like in Plane Chase, which is an alternative game mode where you have an alternative planar deck and a planar dice, you can shift between planes so that the battle going on between 2 players or 4 players or however many are playing, that bit's actually irrelevant whether it's multiplayer or not, but the battle moves between planes, each plane having a global, almost like world enchantment change to what's happening at the time. Now I really like this and thought that it fit well with the idea of us moving between planes and doing battle in different settings with armies and collections of forces pulled from denizens of different planes. It made sense, right? But I guess with planes already existing in Plane Chase, it would be strange if they had another mechanic named the same thing. So part of me is wondering if battle is the new version of that. It is a battle, a battlefield, an event. It is kind of a point, a singularity in time and space. It is the battle for Boseiju, for example, or the battle of Gavany Fields, or whatever battles we end up having coming in the future. It's an event where the Resistance or the Gatewatch aligned forces fought against the Phyrexian invasion, or whoever the big bad is in coming story arcs, because this will continue on for the future. In many ways, it draws attention to the fact that Magic is about war and conflict at its heart. It always tries not to be this war game as such, but in reality you are just bludgeoning each other over the head until one of them can't move, so it is kind of like a war game. So then what we'd have is battles, like I said, times and places, which would then give us some sort of global effect. This could be buffs to flying creatures if it was within the wind tunnels of the lower caves of Zendikar. It could be that fighting underneath the Eldritch Moon of Innistrad, where Emrakul is currently kept, buffs Eldrazi in particular. Or it could be the Mage Rings of Vryn make all spells cost 1 less. There are many things that could go onto an enchantment like that. I'm really expecting it to be some variation of that. Exactly what more goes into that than that? Are these things in a separate deck? Don't forget we've seen both Companion and Attractions and all that stuff use separate spaces outside the game. It's something that Mark Rosewater seems very keen to explore with sticker decks, attraction decks and companions. Will it be something that is mutual between players? Probably not. I think that would be really bad. Will it be something that both players can affect? So you are having a battle at a certain time and there'll be an ability that on a card, spell, creature, planeswalker to planeswalk you or shift you onto a different battle as a portal opens up and your forces tumble through, battle through into a different area. Will it be a thing that can change? Can there be a rift and a tear that opens up the fields of Gavany to the high cliffs of the soaring cliffs of Benalia? Are there cliffs in Benalia? I feel like there's cliff top palaces. Anyway, Can you have both in it and play at one time? Who knows? Or maybe I'm sniffing up the wrong tree entirely. Maybe battle will just be like a battle plan, a victory you must complete, and that will unlock something. A secret battle plan, perhaps, that you cast face down and then must complete in order to flip face up and achieve a victory in the coming war. That's my other big prediction. Either way, this video is just showing you a tracker that got revealed across Twitter earlier, and Goldfish posted it. I think it was leaked a day or so earlier as well, but I avoid leaks where I can. And then asking you, what do you think about battle? I've put my 2 ideas out there, like the plain sort of thing or the secret scheme sort of thing, but is there something I'm missing? Is there a very obvious thing I'm missing? Ultimately, I don't think we're going to see what these battle cards are now. Going back to the Tarmogoyf example, it referenced Planeswalkers ahead of Planeswalkers joining the game, so I do think that we won't see this till March of the Machines. This is a teaser, a spoiler, a little bit of a hint of what's to come. And this is something they've done many a time. Tarmogoyf is one example, but Eldrazi Temple and Eldrazi Monument referenced the Eldrazi and hinted at the Eldrazi before the hedge funds were open. This is not a new thing from them. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Smash that bell, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Ta-ta for now.